Daikon radish, a very underrated vegetable in the garden that you really ought to try, because these things can be cooked in a whole bunch of different ways and they taste really tasty. So stick around. We're gonna plant a couple of varieties today, and we're gonna walk you through the process of how to do that. Well, good morning YouTube family. Today we're going to do a couple of varieties of Daikon radishes, and these things are really cool. So come on up close and let me show you a look at give you a look at what we're going to do. This is my plan for the garden for the fall, and today is the first day I'm planting something actually out in the earth garden, so it's a kind of an exciting day. And I'm going to start off right back here with a row of Mui and 2 rows of Purple Bora King radish. Here's what these look like. Here's the Mui. These seeds I ordered from Korea. I got them online, and they have a pretty big globe. These things are about 8-10 inches long and about 4 inches in diameter. They got a green top and a white globe on the bottom. When you cut them inside, they're pure white all the way through. Very mild. They're not hot at all. They're meaty, and they taste good in soups. Nancy shreds them up and makes a salad out of them. You can make kimchi out of them. You can eat them in a variety of ways in different Korean dishes. So this is a pretty important radish in the Korean dishes, and I'm sure Nancy's going to show you some of these in her Asian Redneck Fusion videos series on how to use these things. They're really good and they're fun to grow, so give them a shot. The other one is similar to this one. It's the Purple Bora King. The Purple Bora King radish is similar to this. It gets about the same size, and when you cut, they're kind of purple and bluish on the outside, and when you cut them on the inside, they're beautiful purple color, and they're really good. So these are 2 different kinds of radishes. They're a Daikon radish. They're really good. So I'm going to plant these today. This is the very last week of August, so it's September here in Virginia. This is zone 8A here in Virginia, so the best time to plant these is when it's just starting to get cool. And it's okay if it gets a little hot, like sometimes we get an Indian summer and it gets hot again. These radishes can tolerate that heat, and they'll get a real tall head on them, like that big, and the radish will be this big with a head that big, and they open out. So I want to spread them out about 12 inches apart, and we'll go out in the garden in a minute and we'll direct sow these. I'm not going to start them in cups. These can be direct sown into the garden itself, and you want to put them in full sun, and they take about 60 days, 65 days to harvest, so you don't have to wait long. They're good eating. So let's get started on these. Okay, I'm ready to get started putting the seeds in. A couple, 3 days ago, I deep tilled the garden, so it's been tilled deep, and it's soft and mushy, so it's real hard to work with. You can't, well, take a look at it. You can see it's just roughed in. Let me you can see how my feet sink down into it about 6 inches, so it is soft. So you can't just plant your stuff in it when it looks like that. So what I do is I go through it with the cultivator here, and I only go down about 4 inches with that, and I'll cultivate that ground out, and then I'll grade it with the grading rake and smooth it. You can look right down here, I just prepared the first line. You can see how I smoothed it out and got all the dips and wrinkles and everything. It's nice and smooth and graded, and it's soft. It's ready to plant. So at this point, I've strung my string just like you've seen me do in all my direct sowing videos, and I'm going to punch the holes in with my stick, and then I'm going to pull out the old super duper seed dropper. I'm going to drop the seeds in. Once I got the seeds in, I'll collapse the hole, pack it lightly one time, and then I'll cultivate the next row, grade it, move the strings over, punch the holes, drop the seeds. I'm going to do these 3 rows like that. So let me get started and show you how simple and easy that really is. All this is just a 2x2, and I got it at a comfortable height where it's easy for me to work with. And I start right here. I know where I want my first plant to be is right here. I just punch my hole, real simple. And I'll come down about a foot apart because I know that these things are going to get kind of big. So I'm going to move down a little bit. Put another one right here. And the string keeps me in a straight line because I can't stand it when stuff's crooked. It drives me crazy. And it's easier to maintain if you get your rows good and straight, because you can keep the weeds down by going in between the rows with the cultivator. Well, I got the holes in. Now it's time for the seeds, and I wanted you to take a look at what these seeds look like. Carefully open them, because sometimes when I open them I spill them everywhere. They're kind of a cool looking color. Can you see that color? Okay, well, let me show you how I put in the seeds. Real simple process. I got my super duper seed dropper. Y'all have seen me use this on my other videos. I take the pipe and I hold it right here with a little bit of seed. Don't get too many seeds because you could accidentally drop them, but I put the pipe right in the hole, and then up top I just drop the seed in. And I know where that seed's going. This keeps me from having to bend over because I've got a bad back. You young folks can just get down there to it, but us old folks, we gotta have some help. So this is how I do it. Got all the seeds dropped, so let me collapse the hole. That's a pretty easy process, so I'm going to finish out packing all the seeds, and then I'm going to continue these last 2 put into Purple Bora King. So let me wrap this up. Okay, I got the first row of Mooey in. Now I'm gonna put in the Purple Bora King. Let me show you what these look like. Very, very similar. Just like any other radish seed, basically. They're nice and big. They're big enough to handle with your fingers, and you can put them in with the seed dropper. So let me get these going. Okay, I got my first 3 rows sown. 1 row of Mooey, 2 rows of Purple Bora Kings. Beautiful Daikon. So we'll be back in the days ahead, and I'm going to take progressions of the growth of the plant as it grows for the next 60-65 days or so, all the way up until we finally harvest it, and we'll cut them up and let you see the inside of them. So until we see you in a couple of weeks, there it is. Well, our Mooey and our Purple Bora King, they've been growing for 12 days, and I wanted to give you an update on how they look. This first row right here is the Mooey. They have germinated and emerged, and they've done pretty good. I've got a few of them that have been devoured by the squirrel, but other than that, I still have plenty. On the second row and the third row right here, these are the Purple Bora King. You can see they're a little bit different color than the Mooey leaves. They're kind of more of a purplish, so we're real excited about these. We're looking forward to these. But these 2 rows have germinated well. Got a couple of squirrel problems in here. I'm gonna have to get this fence turned back on. But there's plenty there to eat, and we're excited about it. So we'll come back here in the days ahead, and we'll do another update to show you the progression. So we'll see you back in a week or 2. Well, our Mooey and our Purple Bora King have been growing for 3 weeks since we sowed the seeds, and I wanted to give you an update. This first row right here is the Mooey, and these next 2 rows right here, that's the Purple Bora King. And at the 3-week point, you can see that the leaves have gone out about 10 or 12 inches in some cases. This is the point where they really start to show some progress. You'll be amazed at how fast they grow each week. From here on in, they'll be growing very rapidly, and they'll be starting to develop that nice big old radish on the bottom of them. So we'll be back in a week or 2. Okay, our Mooey and our Purple Bora King have been growing 5.5 weeks since I planted the seeds. If you can take a look, this first row right here is that's the Mooey right there. That's a lighter green color than the Purple Bora King. You can look over and see the next 2 rows over here. These 2 rows are the Purple Bora King, and they got 5.5 weeks. They're really starting to make some good tops, so they'll make some good progress here in the next week or 2. So we'll see you back in a week or 2. Well, our Purple Bora King and our Mooey is getting ready to harvest, so they're starting to come into the right size. They're kind of small still, but it's time to start harvesting and eat them as they come in and get larger and larger. So today I want to pull up a couple of these Mooeys, the Purple Bora King, because Nancy's going to make some mighty delicious soup with it. I can't wait to eat that because it's cold today, and that soup sure warms the old bones when you get old like this. So let's take a look at what these things look like. You see they got some beautiful purple in it, unlike the other Mooey. It's all white, but this is good. You pull this up, we get 2 of them for lunch. Let's go over to the go over to the processing table and clean these up and let you see what they look like. What I like to do with these is see how the tops are growing up. I take the tops that are growing down, I get those off. What that leaves me are the tops that are kind of vertical. They're hanging a little bit because they're wet, but this is the part that is the most tender and has the most flavor in it, so we save these. Nancy uses these tops actually in the soup. So let me show you what they look like. Here's some I've already cleaned. What I do is I take this tap root right off. Get rid of that. And that's how the inside of them look. Isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. Nancy will cut these, you want them in little slices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Purple Bora King. She will use these in her soup for lunch today, and we're looking forward to that. We thank you for watching. If you like our videos, subscribe to our channel and be a part of our YouTube family. And if you want to follow us on Facebook, come to our Facebook page, Hollis and Nancy's Homestead, and click that like button and be a part of that social media with us as well. So until we see you next time, always remember where our harvest always comes from. By His hands we are fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Amen.
Have a blessed day.
Thanks for watching our videos. We really love making them. If you like our videos, please like our Facebook page to get the latest tips and tricks. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the newest video. Like it, it would really inspire and encourage us. But most importantly, share it to encourage others. We'll welcome your comments and questions. Thank you. Have a blessed day.